Up next, for Houston, they're clear championship contenders. Showing commitment, endurance, they're showing everything. And they'll be on the road looking to take another step towards their championship goals tonight. We'll be right back on 2K Sports. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. Kevin Harlan here alongside Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie Laporte. Now a look at the stats for Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
The field goal percentage has spiked in the past 5 games. It's up a lot from what it had been earlier in the season, and with every game that it continues to rise, his confidence does as well. Let's see if he stays in that mode tonight.
Here's the starting group for Houston. They've got DeJounte Murray. Mark Williams is out there with Olajuwon. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Dosunmu in its small forward. And for the Lakers, Reeves in its shooting guard. James is the small forward. Ayton is out there with Guerschon Yabusele. And it's Doncic in at the point guard. Well, Greg, hadn't this been a fun season so far? And it feels like the highlights just become more and more spectacular.
And that's because these guys are so competitive, trying to constantly one-up each other. And the fans are the beneficiaries.
Here's Olajuwon over Ayton. Olajuwon, no good. Doncic passes to Ayton. Launches it from deep. It's rebounded by Houston. Last time they met in Houston.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
No one near Reeves as he lets it go. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Pass to Dosunmu. Inside, deflects the pass, and stolen by James. Finished off the break. James has got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for Los Angeles.
Oh, the athleticism and the speed of James in the open floor never ceases to impress. He is just a beast at finishing these fast break opportunities.
And it's Williams finishing it off.
You know, you have to use the bounce pass in that instance to make the catch easier.
Here's Doncic. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Doncic so skilled at getting great position inside. And once he's close, folks, good night.
Pass to Olajuwon. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
James finds Reeves. Ayton the screen. Launches it. Reeves can't hit. For Houston, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Murray. Pass to Alexander-Walker. Murray outside. 6 on the shot clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And getting the shot he wanted. Murray loves it from in close.
And so James will bring it up for L.A. And we've seen it more than once. DeJounte Murray has been traded for huge hauls.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility every day. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Back to LeBron. A 3-ball. Again, the miss by the Lakers. Houston leading by 3. Pass to Murray. And here is Williams. Guarded by Doncic. 14 feet away. The shot by Williams, no good. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Reeves. Reeves has got 3 assists tonight. Alexander-Walker with the ball. He's defended by Reeves. Here's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
If Mark Williams is on the floor, he is going to finish with a dunk or 2, folks.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Now here's James. 5 points in the game. Here's Yabusele. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon. Los Angeles shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
At the line for Los Angeles, first shot.
Take a break. Take a break.
2 shots.
That's good from Yabusele. Yabusele hits them both. Here's Murray. He picked up 33 points in their last one again. Pass to Dosunmu. Back to Murray. Now Dosunmu. Scoreless thus far. Olajuwon's shot is good.
Yeah, that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there. Almost automatic.
Reeves the pass to James. And he takes the fantastic lead pass out strong for the slam.
Wow, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
For Houston, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Murray looking around. Pass to Olajuwon. 4 on the shot clock. The Lakers with the rebound. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Nailed from three-point land.
Man, that is ridiculous range from Luka Doncic. Yes, step across half-court line, I'm in my range.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Olajuwon on the wing. And so the ball's out of bounds. Yabusele touched it last.
And let's check out stats for James. The past month has been surreal. Averaging about 23 points per, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch. Someone the other players look up to.
Here's James following the score by DeJounte Murray. Ayton sets the pick for James. To the paint, Reeves outside. And here's Doncic from the arc. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. Pass to James. Shoots over Alexander Walker. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. When LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be. What will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded.
Despite the fact that LeBron James is now in the league for over 2 decades, he continues to dominate.
Houston trails by 3. Murray with it. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Olajuwon. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Doncic passes to Ayton. Los Angeles with another miss.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Pass to Olajuwon. Shoots over Yabusele. Olajuwon, no luck.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
Doncic against Murray. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against the talent of his caliber.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Ayton. Connect comes in for Yabusele. And it's Gabe Vincent in for Austin Reeves. And then for Houston, Robinson's checked in for Williams. Marshall comes in for Dosunmu. And Hawkins subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
What you love about Luka Doncic is he's this unique combination of size and skill. He can really play cross-positionally. He makes shots at all 3 levels.
We got LeBron guarding. LeBron guarding.
Now here's Olajuwon.
Clear it out.
His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Over James. Olajuwon shot is good.
Oh, boy, here we go.
Olajuwon's got the game time.
LeBron taking the challenge. Don't guard Dream.
As good as Olajuwon is on the blocks.
Oh, they call a timeout. They ain't like that matchup.
From mid-range.
They ain't like that matchup.
So J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at Houston. So far, they've got the 4th best record in the conference. And, of course, the Lakers. Not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
You know, for Los Angeles, this has been a terrible way for them to kick off their year. They have to find a way to get back on track soon before this season gets away from them.
And there was such high hopes for them in the preseason. It's hard to believe how quickly these losses are piling up.
Here's Connect. 11 points last game. And Doncic throws it down.
It does not happen too often, but boy, when Luka gets the opportunity to throw it down, he relishes it.
Murray, the pass to Olajuwon. From 8. And it falls over the rim and in. Olajuwon's got 8.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Hayes with the screen for Doncic. Hakeem Olajuwon with the rebound. Olajuwon's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Murray, the pass to Olajuwon. And here's Hawkins. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Releases. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Marshall. LeBron against Olajuwon. It's rebounded by Hayes. LeBron against Murray. Vincent on the wing. Here's Doncic. Good D by Olajuwon. A chance here to retake the lead.
You can see the intensity on display here these last few minutes.
It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Yeah, I mean, every time out, it's a learning experience to some degree, but that's not what they were looking for.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it hurts a little more when you play well and fail to close out a game. That was one they should have won.
Here's Murray after Luka Doncic's bucket. 3, Marshall. And it's Luka with the rebound. The Lakers leading. Pass to Vincent for Murray. Vincent's shot is good.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Here's Murray in the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. 1:16 left to play in the first. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And the Lakers making a change here. Kleber's checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. Van Vliet's checked in. 1:11 left in the first quarter of the game. The shot by Kleber, wide open with nobody on him. He parries the jumper. And the Lakers lead by 4. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Houston.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Now Vincent, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Doncic left side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hakeem Olajuwon grabs the rebound. Olajuwon's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Robinson kicks to Van Vliet. Robinson passes to Van Vliet. Pass to Olajuwon. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Los Angeles Lakers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
So on the floor for Houston, we've got Hawkins. Najee Marshall's out there with Williams. Then it's Brett Van Vliet. And it's Cornette in at the center position. Connect with it. Marshall defending. On the wing, Reeves. Van Vliet against Kleba. Van Vliet can't get it to go. The Lakers shooting in this game 45%. Here's Vincent. Vincent on the wing. Drains the three-pointer. Vincent's got the lead up to 5 now for Los Angeles.
Well, you allow a shooter of his caliber to get that good a look and good night.
Van Vliet passes to Cornette. Here's Hawkins, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Reeves has a great ability to finish, and he knows how to work inside.
Here's Van Vliet. Misses in close. Pass to Hawkins. Now Cornette, covered by Hayes. Here's Cornette. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's a 6-point Laker lead. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Williams. Cleveland with the rebound. Lakers leading by 6. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Reeves can't hit. For Houston, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Van Vliet passes to Williams, and it's Williams throwing it down.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Reeves outside. With some arc, And he lays it up and in. Reeves has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you see the skill of Reeves there, the sweet little floater.
Pass to Marshall. Here is Hawkins. Van Vliet, right side. Williams sets a screen for Van Vliet. And Houston again with the bucket.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Hayes. Still scoreless. And connects. Slams it in.
Rising up. Dalton connect.
Now here's Van Vliet. Marshall sets a screen for Van Vliet. Pass to Hawkins. From outside the arc, gets the three-pointer to fall. Hawkins has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Houston. To the inside, here's Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
Boy, how about the timing, the delivery? That is exactly how you set a teammate up.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Lakers going out and acquiring superstar talent, Luka Doncic. LeBron James said, everything I do on the floor, Doncic has the ability to do it or even do it better. That's how great he is. Even at his young age, he's such a unique, special player. A generational talent. Kevin?
They're clearly happy to have him. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. The Lakers with the ball, following the score by Houston.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for the Lakers. Osumu, he's checked in for Houston. Alexander Walker comes in for Hawkins.
Substitution on the court.
And here is Van Vliet. Last game we saw him score 14. Pass to Alexander Walker. And the three off target. Lakers leading by 5. Now here's Doncic. Misses the three.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
Here's Dosunmu, and he converts the layup. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top floor generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow, if we're talking traditional point guards, I gotta go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Now here's Van Vliet. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Shoots over Doncic. They get it back. Dosunmu, the pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Dosunmu. Williams against Kleber. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, this is a move and an example of why Williams is such a high percentage shooter.
Here's the lob to the hoop, and Hayes throws it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now here's Van Vliet. Alexander Walker passes to Williams. Right block shot. And here is Dosunmu. Pass to Van Vliet. Three-pointer. Here's Williams. Another shot. Back to Dosunmu. Fires the three. Williams goes up again, and the layup is up and in. Williams has got 8 points in the quarter.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Here's Connect. Now, Kleber, the three, good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Kleber's got his second basket of the night.
The selflessness of Luka Doncic on display. He loves getting his teammates involved. Boy, his struggles this quarter is not helping them right now. They may need to start going to somebody else on the offensive end.
And Connect gets it to go.
Boy, a very quiet start, but looks like he's starting to find a little something out there.
Van Vliet looking around. Osumu finds Cornette. At the elbow, Van Vliet shoots over Doncic. Van Vliet can't get that one to fall.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
It's time, everyone. Let's hit
And the Lakers with some changes. Andre Ayton's checked in for Hayes. Gershon Yabusele comes in for Maxi Kleber. And James subbed in for Austin Reeves. Now here's Murray. 6 points for him. Olajuwon kicks to Hawkins. Back to Olajuwon. Shoots over Yabusele. No good off the back of the rim. Lakers leading by 8. Fires for 3. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 4 assists now tonight.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Now, here's Marshall. Nothing on the board. Here's Hawkins. Murray outside. Over Doncic. Not as good in the Los Angeles lead. It's cut down now to just 9 in the basket for Murray.
So effective from the mid-range. Can't give Murray room to get that one off.
Pass to Doncic. That shot misses. Murray with the defensive effort.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
I mean, I hope you can appreciate the torque that kind of move generates. He just has that natural explosiveness. The dream is something to behold.
Here's Doncic following the score by Houston. Murray the pass to Hawkins. Now here's Marshall. Olajuwon right side. Pass to Hawkins. This one for 3. Sinks the triple. And now it's just a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
Yet another 3. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
Connect with it. He's covered by Hawkins. James the pass to Ayton. Basket counts.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And free throw shooting, not necessarily one of his strong suits. Only about 70% on the season.
Austin Reeves is checked in for Dalton Connect.
I think what you like most about DeAndre Ayton is probably how efficient he is on the offensive end. Now, obviously, the next step, he's got to raise his game and defensive intensity on that end of the floor.
For 3, Murray, offensive rebound. Oh, and Olajuwon throws it down.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising.
I was just throwing it up there for Olajuwon. I didn't want to get offensive. 3 seconds.
But still,
got the offensive rebound up.
Move to the rim. Now here's James. Last game with 30 points. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Houston. Olajuwon's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. On the wing, Murray. Guarded by Doncic. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Hawkins shot good.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
Outside, James. Here's Doncic. Robinson with the block. Here's Murray. A putback, Olajuwon. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that.
Olajuwon just missed it. Just missed it. He didn't get it.
Signaling they are going
Good
to
hustle,
review
though.
the tape.
Or did he get it? Did he get it?
you know, you
think
maybe
we
don't need the replay in a situation like this. Still plenty of time left in this game.
Nanosecond, bro.
Really, it's about getting the call right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did.
Tell you one thing, man. Hawkins' team dream is on fire from downtown.
It's so close that you can't.
We got you something about the interior scoring. Team Dream was giving up too many interior baskets.
As we reach
this team is built to defend the interior. And right now they're not.
Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here with Coach J.J. Redick. What do your guys need to do to pull off this win?
Just continue to emphasize being organized, both offensively and defensively. When we've been in the half-court or in transition and we've been organized, we've done a really nice job. And overall, our guys fought.
I know you'll keep them organized. Thanks, Coach.
Hey, Allie, thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this.
You can't win playing passive at the offensive end. I mean, how many times did we see him at the free throw line?
Practically none. There were a few calls they thought should have gone their way, but you can't rely on the refs to bail you out. And it's time now for the best part of the show. Let's see what the fans have to say. And this is from Hoops Queen Life. It's a question for Shaq. Who was your favorite team to play for?
Let's see, I played for so many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Obviously, the Lakers.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Hakeem Olajuwon has been sensational.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
Houston trails by 3. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reeves. Gershon Yabusele is out there with James. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the Laker 5. Fade away, and it's in there. Olajuwon's got 16 points.
Boy, you cannot leave him alone like that. Good form on the fadeaway jumper.
Doncic passes to James. Doncic gets to Yabusele. Oh, Ayton in position. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Sumu finds Murray. Here's Olajuwon. Defended by Yabusele. For the lead. And the shot is long. And Los Angeles guys shooting it really well. 54% from the floor.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 10. Down low. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
This guy is such an intelligent basketball player who understands how to read defenses and make them react. Go to work, DeAndre Ayton.
Olajuwon playing power forward right now, guys. Use him as the help defender. Playing on Yabusele. He's not a three-point shooter. So let Olajuwon roam around looking for shot blocks.
He doesn't get the second one. Houston in the lead. Alexander Walker with the ball. He's picked up by James. Murray Murray outside. Robinson sets a screen for Murray. And stolen by Ayton. Shoots over Alexander Walker. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Murray, the pass to Olajuwon. Six to shoot. The Lakers with the rebound. Now Alexander Walker is a guy, Doris, that comes in and does a little bit of everything.
Kevin, you are so right. He can defend at a high level. He's increased his shot making and his playmaking ability. He is a huge part of his team's success. Well, DeAndre Ayton should own the paint. Nice touch there.
And Murray's got the ball here for Houston. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. That one falls through. It's his sixth make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Another bucket. This guy just keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
And so J.J.
Dodgers cannot guard the guard.
This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. With a break in the action, let's now view the NBA assist leaders. Fifth is Luka Doncic.
His passing has been
Magic and Isaiah leading the way by a
you
wide
can see
margin.
his unselfishness really rubbing off on the rest of the team.
The Lakers with the ball. They trail by 1. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Lakers working the ball around now. No good from Yabusele.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
It's good. Murray's got the lead up to 3 now for Houston.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Doncic looking it over. And Yabusele wide open and he shoots. And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Houston leading by 3. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Olajuwon inside, defended by Yabusele, and the basket by Olajuwon.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And it's Ayton missing.
Struggling to get into their groove here, just 1 for 4.
Alexander Walker passes to Murray. Back to Alexander Walker. Pass to Olajuwon. Shoots over Yabusele. And it's Olajuwon missing. LeBron passes to Reeves. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 6 assists now in the game.
And one area where they haven't struggled has been transition.
Yeah, they've had less success when they allow the defense to get set. That's why they want to keep pushing the pace. Now,
here's Olajuwon. Shoots over Yabusele. Another miss by Olajuwon. Here's Reeves, defended by Alexander Walker. No good from Yabusele.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
Pass to Ayton. It's rebounded by Houston. Murray outside. Olajuwon inside, working on James. Lakers trail by 3. And here's Doncic from the arc. Robinson pulls it in.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Hey, guys. LeBron wants his respect. He said the work that goes into still playing at this level has to be respected. They say, would you rather be loved or respected? For me, it's always about respect. People can lie and say they love you, but you can always gauge when someone is not respecting you. Guys, back to you.
He truly has earned it. Allie, we thank you very much. And here is Murray after Luka Doncic hitting the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. And they double up James. And here's Doncic from the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. Robinson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Olajuwon missing.
Most defenses want to protect the paint first. Great job there.
Reeves outside. Pass to Ayton. Here's Yabusele. A three-pointer is right on target. Yabusele's got 8 points. Guys, we're not through 3/4 of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Now, here is Robinson. Still without a basket. Now, here is Olajuwon. Defended by Yabusele. Yabusele against Olajuwon. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Yabusele kicks to LeBron. Reeves outside. Yabusele setting a screen for Reeves. A three-pointer off the mark. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Pass to Alexander Walker. Houston moving the ball around. Dosunmu, shot's good.
Boy, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's going to make you pay.
The Lakers trail. Doncic with it. He's got 13. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Now, here's Dosunmu. James defending. One-on-one here. Here's Reeves. Olajuwon grabs the miss. Olajuwon's got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Murray. 14 points for him. Olajuwon inside. He's covered by 8. Olajuwon, good. And now a 4-point Houston lead. Smart accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
I don't know if he's just forcing things, but after one miscue in the first half, he's been a mistake waiting to happen since.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Hayes is checked in for 8. Dalton Connect comes in for Yabusele. And Vincent subbed in for Austin Reeves. Houston also making some changes. Hawkins comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Murray. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets.
Man, that got Dr. J 3 times in a row.
That game against Oakland, there aren't
mutual opponent in the Western Conference
that are as evenly matched.
It's basically like a little mini series.
Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
It's like baseball, isn't it? They go on baseball, in-season mini series.
That one is off.
Entering the league as an older prospect at 23, Dalton Connect is a very skilled offensive player. The question with him, can he add strength to his frame? Time will tell.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Maxi Kleber comes in for LeBron. And it's Austin Reeves in for Doncic. Marshall, he's checked in for Houston. Now, here's Marshall. Scoreless thus far. Pass to VanVleet. Outside Robinson. And here's Hawkins. He's defended by Reeves. Here's Olajuwon. Lays it up off the glass. Olajuwon's got the lead up to 5 now for Houston.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
On the wing, Reeves. From the stripe, it's rebounded by Houston. Robinson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Free throw line jump shot. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And now a 7-point Houston lead. Kleber, and Kleber slams it in.
strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And Olajuwon gets it to go on the assist from Marshall. Olajuwon's got 12 points in just the second half. Lakers shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. 1:09 left to play in the third. Pass to Kleba. There's the three. Now, here's Marshall. Defense right on him. Now Olajuwon. Kleba defending. Olajuwon against Kleba. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Houston shooting their first free throw tonight.
And they've been mediocre all season long, just about 72% from the line.
Houston making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
Hakeem back at center now, but he's a little tired. He'll be coming out here beginning of the fourth quarter.
Here's Reeves. He's got 10. Pass to connect. Reeves outside. Now Hayes. 5 to shoot. Olajuwon with the block. And they recover it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Now Van Vliet taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. And here's Hawkins. Here's Olajuwon. And so it's Houston with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
All right, bench mob is in now.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. So on the floor for Houston. Red Van Vliet out there with Hawkins. Then it's Najee Marshall. Then it's Robinson, and it's Cornette in at the center. Van Vliet passes to Cornette. Back to Van Vliet. Shot clock at 5. Vincent with the rebound.
I'll tell you, he has not been at his best, but they're winning, and that's all that matters.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Van Vliet. Pass to Robinson. It's good. Robinson's got the lead up to 12 now for Houston. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Houston.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And also, guys, the tenacity they've shown on the defensive end has been something else. Look at how many blocks they've tallied thus far.
Hawkins with it. He's defended by Reed. For Fred Van Vliet. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Murray kicks to Marshall. No good with the triple. Lakers trail by 12. Here's Reeves. It's hauled in by Cornette. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
So it's the Lakers now, following the score by Houston. Reeves outside. Just 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Houston. Robinson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Pass to Marshall. Deep 2 from Murray. Rebounded by the Lakers. Hayes has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Reeves with it. And here is Kleber. Can't connect from short range. Murray outside. Robinson sets a screen for Murray. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
Yeah, they're starting to go in the wrong direction in terms of turnovers. It's slowly becoming a problem.
And the Lakers with some changes. Waddy's checked in, and Luka Doncic subbed in for Austin Reeves. And a switch here also for Houston. Olajuwon's checked in. Connect with it. Marshall defending. Los Angeles with another miss. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to Olajuwon. Olajuwon drawn the double team. Here's Murray. Over Vincent. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Now connect. Back to Doncic. They could use a bucket. It's rebounded by Houston. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Pass to Olajuwon. Houston moving it around. Here's Alexander Walker. For 3, Marshall. And rebounded by Connect. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
Puts one up from 19. The 9-foot shot. Robinson finds Olajuwon.
We understand he's the leader of this offense. They look to get him the ball every chance they get.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Pass to Connect. Here's Roddy, guarded by Robinson. Roddy no good. Houston leading by 16. Murray outside. Now here is Olajuwon. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Vincent the pass to Doncic. Here's Connect. Defended by Alexander Walker. Hayes with the screen for Connect. Off target from 3-point range. For Houston, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. And it's Murray penetrating. Here's Alexander Walker. No good on the 3. Lakers trail by 16. Out to the right wing. Here's Roddy. Connects from 3-point range.
Great vision out to the perimeter. You know the spots on the floor where the release points are. That is beautifully done.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Houston making some changes. Williams is checked in for Robinson. Hawkins comes in for Najee Marshall. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Nickeil Alexander Walker. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey guys, well, Houston's coach had some advice for the team over that last break. He told them no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Houston leading by 6. Olajuwon with a screen on Doncic. Here's Van Vliet. Outside for Murray for 3. Keeps it alive. Here's Williams. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
Oh, a little fancy finish on the dunk by Mark Williams. We see you.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. They set the pick. The 3 for Doncic. It's rebounded by Houston.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
Olajuwon with a screen on Reeves. Pass to Olajuwon. Murray left side. Houston needs to get a shot off. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Lakers trail by 18. Reeves in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
Catch and fire. Reeves always ready to pull the trigger.
Van Vliet passes to Olajuwon. Back to Van Vliet. The rebound by Yabusele. Yabusele's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working. Boy, in the lane, making things happen. Nice effort.
Murray outside. Van Vliet on the wing. Yabusele against Olajuwon. Rebounded by the Lakers. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game. And here's Doncic from the arc. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Now, here's Olajuwon. Finds it from 9. No good there. And here's Los Angeles. Good momentum, 8 straight points. It's James. He's off from 3.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
On the wing, Reeves. He's covered by Murray. It's in there.
And you know the drive is coming from Reeves, but you still can't stop it.
Houston leading by 8. Olajuwon, right side. Oh, what a play inside.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Los Angeles.
1:53 left to play here in the 4th. James. And it misses. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Houston. They led by as many as 18 points. Williams sets a screen for Van Vliet. Takes the 3. The 3 goes down.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Ayton a screen on Hawkins. Launches from deep. Van Vliet there for the rebound. Houston leading by 13.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Houston.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Hakeem Olajuwon.
You can set a tone with defense, and that's exactly what he did with how he protected the rim.
Here's Houston now. 15-point game. We got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. He nails the jump shot.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
So we see Houston taking the W here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You'd never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlem saying thanks for joining us. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Hakeem Olajuwon.
Man, and Team Dream just out-executes the Lakers to death down the stretch. 32 fast break points for LA, but didn't matter because you gave up 60 points in the paint and you couldn't get anything going beyond. They got 36 points in the paint. Everything else came from outside. They had 28 assists as a team, giving most of that on fast breaks. So that's a little misleading. Like fast break assists are the easiest ones to get. You know, you got 2-on-1, you just give it off. That's an assist. But Team Dream just did half court execution. Look at that, 11 offensive rebounds, guys. Yikes! Second chance points, 14 second chance points. There's the story. They got murdered inside, man. That sides with Olajuwon and Robinson and whom else? Mark Williams, Robinson, Cornette. Remember, this team is built around Olajuwon specifications. You know, I've said it before. I'll keep saying it. You know, whenever Olajuwon has had success, he's always had success when he had accompanying big men who could protect him. Because Olajuwon, for all of his greatness, you can't really be a great defensive player unless you're a gambler. You look at all the great sports, including like even hockey or even baseball for that matter. You can't be a great defensive player if you're not a gambler on some level. That's the great defense. Like the guys that make play. Like remember that play that Larry Bird made on Isaiah Thomas? He gambled and he won. Remember that play? Remember Jordan on Karl Malone? He gambled and he won. You got it to be a great defensive player. You have to be a gambler. But in doing so, you have to have people there that can cover you when you get beat, because you're going to get beat. I mean, it happens. You know, that's part about being a gambler. That's why you got guys like Mark Williams and Robinson in there. So when Olajuwon goes in those shot blocking tirades, he doesn't give up offensive rebounds. So they can go there and box the other guy out and stay on the glass. To go back and look at Olajuwon's history of his career, he had guys like Ralph Sampson, Otis Thorpe, even guys to a lesser extent, someone like Matt Bullard. Of course, Charles. Remember Charles Barkley came there late in the career? Why do you think they brought Charles in? To be that rebounder. Because Charles wasn't a big-time scorer at that point. Hakeem still was. But you bring Charles in there, he's still blocking shots. You know, now you got Charles Barkley going to the glass one-on, with nobody even trying to stop him. I mean, Barkley by himself was a problem, but he's coming in there with nobody boxing him out. It was a nice match. It's too bad they finally did it too late in life, but it was a good match. But if you see here, King gets the job done. He had 3 blocks tonight, 2 steals, 2 assists, 27 rebounds, 37 points on 35 shots. 16 points for Murray, who really played big tonight, really doing a good maestro job, some good defense on Doncic. Mark Williams did the job too. He had 9 big rebounds. How many do you have offensive? That's the real key. What's the offensive rebound? Look at that. Hakeem with 6 offensive rebounds. Mark Williams with 4 offensive rebounds. And Van Vliet. Little Van Vliet found his way in there and he got 1 offensive rebound. So they really took it to the Lakers inside, man. And this kid right here, Jordan Hawkins, man, appropriately named Jordan. He went like he was playing against the Blazers in 92, the way he was shooting threes. Looking like Jordan from 92. He couldn't miss at one point, man. He had 4 for 10. But it's like he hit more than that. Every time we found him coming off of cuts, he was getting free. Dosunmu played some good defense. Robinson came in with 10 rebounds. And he had no offensive rebounds, though. And Cornette gave him some big men. So it was a good performance. Team Dream right there, man. Let's take a look here at the Lakers. That's a lot of hero ball. That's hero ball stats right there, bro. That's hero ball stats. 6 for 20. And like I said before, they won the assist battle, but you couldn't tell. They couldn't tell. Look at how many bad shots they took the whole game, trying to in the half court. Most of those assists came from runouts and fast breaks, which is good. That's why team assists can be misleading. Like a fast breaking team can have a lot of assists, but not really be a good half court team. So you really got to go with the film and watch them play to see what they're all about. Because you can see a team, they'll average like maybe 25, 30 assists a game, and they must pass the ball pretty well. No, they just get a lot of steals and then run out. Versus a team who comes down there like remember San Antonio back in the day with Tim Duncan and Tony Parker and Ginobili, they'll just grind you out into the ground with good half court execution. You don't get, you have to watch. That's why you have to watch the games, man. You can't just go off stats all the time. But the Lakers take this was actually a good game in the beginning, but the Lakers just fell apart late, man. They just couldn't deal with that rebounding and that defense on the interior. Let's take a look here at some of Olajuwon's highlights. That was a nice bounce pass to Hawkins at the top of the key. Nice fast one of the fast breaks for Team Dream. Getting on that glass, man, they just owning the offensive glass, man. Late. That was that wraparound play on the top of a 5-out. Bobbing around on the screen. Let's take a look here at Murray. Murray on the edge here, coming off the wing. I tell you, man, this team is, I tell guys like this, I tell people, everybody, all these teams are built around the strengths of the legends. I mean, you just go look at how they played. Every team here is the way that each one of their teams would have looked like if they played in the modern era. This is basically a recreation of the '94 Rockets. This is basically what this is. I mean, we playing a 3-guard lineup. You got Olajuwon with an enforcer, and you spread them out. I mean, that's basically what the '94 Rockets did. That's why I say the '94 Rockets were ahead of the curve, man. They were basically playing modern era style ball in the mid '90s. Nobody talked about it. They were playing. Remember Matt Bullard? Matt Bullard was a 6'10" power forward who could shoot threes. Nobody was they were doing that, and everybody says, "Oh, it's brand new. It's never been done." They were doing that in the '90s, man. They were stretching Hakeem Olajuwon out. Remember at top of the key with shooters all around him. Go look at some of the highlights against San Antonio when he's playing David Robinson and the Spurs. Go look at those offensive sets. You'll see Olajuwon on top of the key with shooters flanking him on both sides on the 3-point line, spaced out. They were doing that then. When people act like it's new, it's modern era. There's no such thing as eras. It's only commitment to style. You can play with your only limit basketball in all of its infiniteness. You're only limited by your talent and your imagination. That's it. There are no positions really. I mean, you can say you're a center, but how are you going to play? What's your play style? And how are you going to integrate that with your teammates to bring about the number one goal? And that's winning a championship. There's no such thing as eras. Because if you tell me a George Mikan's hook wouldn't work today, you'd be crazy. Just like you say Steph Curry go back 50 years and his 3-point shot wouldn't drop. That's just stupid. It's just crazy how people get so carried away with this political ideology about how basketball works. Like everything is like decade. Like you can't do this in this decade, you can't do this in this decade. It's ridiculous. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and move this along. Let's take a look here at Team Dream and their journey. They are still there. They have not moved up. They are right where they're at. The Mambas, however, are still where they're at, and the Warriors have dropped. The Mambas have taken the Warriors over by a half of a game. Showtime and Shaq just sitting pretty right now. They ain't worried about a damn thing. Showtime and Diesel just sitting back. They all beat the hell out of each other. And me and Shaq will probably meet in the Western Conference Finals. That's what they looking like. We go in the Western Conference Finals, which would be interesting. Like Showtime versus Shaq and that would be interesting because you got the ultimate fast break team versus the ultimate slowdown team, which would be Shaq. That would be interesting. But yeah, man, it's looking like that battle for that third spot, man, is on and popping, guys. Look at that from Dr. J's team. Let's spotlight Dr. J's team here. so you guys get a better view of it. There you go. You can see that from all the way down from Dr. J is that all the way down to where the Clippers are at. Absolute war right now in December. Now let's take a look here at Team Dream and what they have coming up. And yeah, it's actually, this is gonna be, again, I said before, December is where you separate yourself. Look at all these mutual opponents. They're going to play Team J 3 times in a row, and they're going to play Houston and San Antonio 3 times in a row. They're going to play. So you can imagine what that's going to do to the standings. You can imagine what's going to happen here in December, man. Those standings are going to get. Then they play Showtime right here at the end of December on the 29th. Those standings are going to be so flipped by the time we get to at least the second game here with Dr. J. To say nothing of what happens when we get to Showtime down there. And then we come in, then they play Team Diesel 2 weeks back to back for the first time. It'll be Shaq and Olajuwon for the first time. So yeah, guys, they're getting ready to separate themselves. Here's the men from the boys, as they say. But moving along to the next game coming up, I already posted an announcement. The next game coming up on the season will be the rematch of Jordan and Isaiah. 91 Michael Jordan versus 1985 Isaiah Thomas doing battle again. If you missed their first matchup, I feel sorry for you, son, because it was an absolute classic. I put a link on the announce board on my channel. You can go see it if you haven't seen the game. You can check it here. The game went into overtime. It was an absolute masterpiece. Isaiah Thomas was brilliant. Got Zion Williamson going and involved. Cat Christie looking like a genius. Edie was boarding like a madman. But Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan, and when he gets hot, ain't nothing you can do. 58 points by the man, 8 assists. Levine came off the bench, and they took it to overtime, bro. They had to go to extra innings. That's how good the game was. Had to go to extra innings, man. They were battling. So I expect nothing less, especially now as we look here closely at the standings, with Team Bad Boy taking care of the Milwaukee Bucks just a little earlier. They're at 20-3, with Team Jordan at 19-4. Now that's a half game behind each other. To say nothing of Team Chamberlain sitting up there at 20-2. Nothing's, as you can see, basically from the number 1 spot all the way down to where Kareem is at. Essentially, anything could happen. Because at one point, had the Trotters had beaten Team Jordan, and Team Larry Bird had not been on this crazy streak where they took Team Jordan down a peg, they pretty much would have this sold up right now. But because of those losses that they took, now the Eastern Conference has gone from basically being sold up to now being it's a free-for-all right now in the next 2 weeks. Because if you look closely, every team there is separated by literally only 1 game and a half. At least from 1 through the 3 spot. Then it's 2 games at the 2 games at the Larry Bird spot and Kareem spot at the 4 and the 5. Remember, at one point, Team Larry Bird was 6 games behind, bro, to start the season. Usually when you get 6 games behind, you lucky to make the 8th seed. These brothers went on a 12-game winning streak to get back in this thing. I don't know how they did it, but they're right in the thick of it, and they're threatening Team Jordan right now after beating Team Jordan twice and taking them down a peg. They are the hottest team in the NBA. With Larry Bird, if you missed that game last night, please go watch that. Larry Bird with the game winner to save his mates and keep that 12-game winning streak alive and their playoff home court advantage hopes alive. And I know, I know the records are still young, but it's important right now because we're separating. It's separating time. Like I said before, the NBA doesn't do a good enough job of emphasizing to fans how important the month of December is, because that's usually the month where all the upper echelon teams separate themselves going forward. Yes, you'll have battles going on, but the chances from being able to go from the 6th seed to a 2 seed are virtually impossible after December, because I mean, look at the Raptors right there. Look at the Raptors. They got no shot. They have no shot of moving up to the number 3 seed. It's over for them. The best they can hope for, maybe you get lucky and get that 5th seed. Maybe. But you're basically looking at some play-in tournament time. You're looking at play-in tournament time. The Celtics, same thing. The Knicks, hey, In the words of Tom Hagen, rest in peace, Robert Duvall, forget about it. The Godfather, the Knicks, forget about it. No way. There ain't no way you making it. You lucky to make the playoffs, the play-in tournament. 9 games behind. You can forget about it. So yeah, guys, with that sets the stage there for Team Jordan and Isaiah. Going to be a war. Whoever wins this game is going to remember. Team Jordan's already beat the Bad Boys, so they have a tiebreaker over them right now. So if the Bad Boys beat them, they'll get that tiebreaker nullified, and they'll be even. And they'll take Team Jordan down a peg, and they'll come within a game. Actually, I think they'll actually overtake Chamberlain for the #1 record because they'll have 21 wins, even though they'll have 3 losses because they're only a half game behind. So if they beat Team Jordan, they'll have the #1 record, pushing Chamberlain down, and then Team Jordan will be down. That will move Larry Bird up tied with Jordan, I believe. Because they'll take a loss and they'll be at 19-5. No, I guess that it's crazy. It's crazy. But then again, Team Kareem is down there. They've gone on the skid, and they're just hoping for some help. They won their last game against the Raptors, so that got their situation going. But needless to say, guys, it's going to be crazy. Absolutely insane stuff going on. Going to be a war. If we took a look at the Bad Boys after Team Jordan, their mutual opponent schedule is no more until they play Team Jordan here on a back-to-back with Jordan again for the 3rd time, and this will be the final time of the season. Then they'll play Team Dream. That's a Western Conference team. So then they play Team Kareem here. So by the time we get out of December, we're gonna know who's who. So now's the time. This is it. Let's take a look here. And by the way, if you're worried about Team Chamberlain, it was vital for them. They lost that game against Team Dream, a classic, by the way. But they have the misfortune of being off. So they won't be able to do anything about their record until they come back off this long rest that they're getting. Then they'll come back and play Team Jordan. And then the next mutual opponent that they'll meet will be Team Larry Bird a week after that. But in all this time, stuff will be happening. People will be improving. By the time they get back to playing, they might be the 3rd or 4th seed. It's a good chance they might be the 3rd or 4th seed by the time they get back. Taking a look here at Team Larry Bird and what their situation is. Team Bird has a similar situation. They're only off 3 days, but they'll play the Clippers, the Rockets, the Jazz, then the Denver Nuggets, and then the Clippers again. Then they'll play Chamberlain down here. But the point is, they won't be playing any mutual opponent. They've already done their work. So they have some very winnable games. I think the only game that I would say that's going to be really a virtual certainty is the Utah. They should win that Utah game easy. This will be tough. This will be tough. This definitely will be tough. And that's a road game. You never know what you're going to get a road game. And, of course, Chamberlain is Chamberlain. Chamberlain's Chamberlain. But, yeah, that's a quick rundown with that, guys. And that's the state of affairs right now with the playoffs, the early season playoff picture. Remember, it's about getting home court right now and staying out of the play-in tournament. That's what you want. The teams are bad. And keep in mind, too, you don't want to be going up against another legend team early in the playoffs. You want to go against the Celtics or the Knicks or the Raptors. I mean, I feel like you can basically rest assured the 4 and the 5 are going to match up with two legends. Because right now, if the playoffs started right now, it would be Bird and Kareem going against each other. You want to stay out of that. You want to go against a modern era team to start out so you can get your licks off on them and then get ready for a legend team the rest of the way. Because it's a good chance you're probably playing legend teams the rest of the way in the playoffs if you get that far. So, yeah, that's the logic behind all that, guys. Let's go ahead and get this stream set up for you guys before I end this stream. As the Bad Boys will be going to North Carolina to take on MJ with the North Carolina jerseys back. That's right. I thought about doing Space Jam with the Monstars again, but you know what? I love the Bad Boy jerseys too much. I have to show them. I'm very proud of those Bad Boy jerseys, man. I love those. Plus the North Carolina joints are nice too. But yeah, guys, that's the next matchup coming up. It'll be Isaiah and Michael once again making it ultra personal. Now take a look here. Now Zion Williamson is now playing a 2-guard position, so Michael Jordan will be matched up against Zion Williamson. Remember, we talked about how Michael Jordan struggles against low post players who are accomplished and who have good size. Look for that to play a very big role in this game with Zion Williamson posting up Michael Jordan. Will they leave Michael down there by himself, or will they double team? If they double team, watch out for Edie and Lopez, who are stretch 4s and 5s, who we know can just wear you out from outside. They'll wear you out. And will Moses Brown be? Remember, Moses Brown, this guy off the bench, is playing some good basketball. I don't know where he came from, but he's 7'2". He's a good rebounder, and he's taking the place of Valanciunas, who's been hurt. So a lot of things to watch for there. The Drew Holiday Isaiah Thomas matchup, that will be interesting. But the one to watch obviously will be Zion on Jordan. Obviously, Michael Jordan's Jordan. We know that Zion, most likely, the bad boys will probably put Herb Jones on Jordan. And then they'll let Michael take Zion one on, because Jaden McDaniels, it's the same thing with Jaden. You much rather have Jaden being a help defender coming off to help on Zion than to guard him straight up. So we'll see what happens with that, guys. But yeah, that brings this stream to an end. I will see you guys for the much anticipated rematch between Isaiah Thomas from 1995 going against Michael Jordan from 1991 here on the NBA Legends in the Modern Era Ultimate Season Showdown. Who's going to be number one? Who's going to win this thing? Keep tuning in to find out. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.